Hello guys, how are you? So for today's session, we're going to see our third model, which is the last one. It is very important that you take into account all the characteristics, details, and things to develop all the activities. All right. So I'm going to show you the presentation that I have for this model. So here, if you have any question, don't forget to contact me. So you can do it like by email, or it's going to be okay. Or if you have like a more specific question, so you can call me. But it is better just to contact me by email in case that I'm not in the place I work. Okay. So what I mean is, for example, if in a meeting or something like that, so you can contact me by email, and I'm going to answer as soon as possible. Okay, so right here we're going to see where we have right there. So today, which is June 20th. So in this model 3, we're going to study the following topics. Don't forget to look at them, taking into account the syllables, the glossary, which is the last one, and also you're going to be aware about the dates, which the deadlines are according to the two activities. Well, in fact, there is only one activity, which is the forum, according to guidelines 5, and there is the final exam, which is the last task to do. All right. So here we have gerunds. We're going to study infinitives and modal verbs. Okay. So if you have any question, don't forget to ask me right now if you are connected. So the idea is that you participate and that you get involved into each of these activities. All right. Recuerden, chicos, que ustedes están invitados a participar activamente dentro de esta videoclase. Si están conectados, por favor, para que ustedes me lo hagan saber, participen, si tienen alguna pregunta o para que puedan responder algún tipo de ejercicio. Okay, so for gerunds, when do we use gerunds? We use gerunds when we're talking about like one verb with ing. Well, it depends because there are like different categories. But if you are talking about one verb with ing at the very beginning of the sentence, it's because you are referring a noun and you're placing this word into the very beginning, right? Cuando utilizamos los gerundios, entonces hay diferentes casos. En este caso, como ustedes pueden darse cuenta, tenemos el uso del discuss, este verbo, y seguido va el verbo con ing, right? De esta manera, todos aquellos verbos que vemos aquí a mano derecha van seguidos por un verbo con ing, con gerundio, ¿ok? So some people discuss watching football matches. Some people discuss enjoying traveling, for example, right? So some people dislike playing football. Some people recommend watching or working out. All right. Some people finish doing the task. All of these verbs are going to be followed by ing. En algunos casos no va directamente un verbo, sino que tenemos el sujeto. Some people discuss about politics. Como no es un verbo, sino que es un pronombre, entonces digamos que no haríamos uso del gerundio. Pero en la mayoría de los casos, cuando queremos utilizar un verbo seguido de estos verbos que tenemos acá, vamos a hacer uso de este tema. Okay, so this one there is going to be the explanation according to it. Entonces recordemos, tenemos dislike, avoid. What is the meaning of avoid, guys? Do you know? Avoid, evitar, okay? Keep, mantener. Suggest, sugerir. Mind, importar. So then we have words. Keep, mantener, and so on. All right. Germs. We use germs. El otro uso que tenemos para ello es luego de algunas preposiciones. After some prepositions, we have to use the verb followed by ing. So I have breakfast before taking a shower, or I have breakfast after taking a shower, or on in. So For example, some people say, I wake up at 7 a.m. This one there is going to be just example according to make a sentence using a complement. But it's different if I say, I get up after stretching out. Which is the meaning of stretching out? Cuando nosotros no levantamos, pero antes de hacer una acción, en este caso de estirarnos, right? That is going to be another example. I have lunch after working. Entonces yo almuerzo luego de trabajar, right? All of them are according to or are referring to the use of prepositions. When we have those prepositions later, we're going to use the verb followed by ing. And the third use is when as the gerund is like the subject or the object of a sentence. As I was talking before, we were like just discussing about it. Reading is a good activity to learn, and drinking water it's better than coffee. Reading, en este caso, como no le vamos a dar una connotación del verbo como verbo, sino como sustantivo, el sujeto o el objeto de la oración, diríamos que la lectura es una actividad buena para aprender, right? En drinking water, la ingesta de agua es mejor que el café. En este caso, como vemos, tenemos que tener muy en cuenta la traducción que hacemos. Sin embargo, este es uno de los ejemplos. También podemos utilizar al inicio del enunciado el to read o el to drink, and both of them are possible to use. Perfect. Infinitives, which we have. We use infinitives, which is to plus the verb after certain verbs. I promise to be ready at 7 o'clock. I want to eat a hot dog. Okay. En el caso de los infinitivos, la diferencia que hay con ellos es a nivel gramatical. En el gerundio agregamos el ing luego del verbo, a diferencia del infinitivo donde vamos a poner el to luego de estos verbos que vemos acá e inmediatamente el verbo en presente simple en la forma base. Okay? So that's why we say I press to be, I want to eat, I learn to cook, for example. I want to travel. I ask you to go or to do any task. I hope to enjoy staying here. I decide to answer this email. ¿Ok? Entonces tenemos que tener en cuenta que estos verbos van a ir seguidos por verbos en infinitivo y los anteriores que tenemos con gerundios. Ok. The other use that we have, which is the second word, it is according to. After some adjectives in the sentences, we are going to put the infinitive verb. So, some documents are important to create an article. Some documents are easy to read. Some paperwork, it's difficult to organize, right? Working out is good to keep fit, all right? This is a new, or we can say, this is a new cell phone to explore. There are there are people who think different to different about politics and like to discuss about it. And important, all right. So infinitive, which is our third use. We use infinitive, which is the to plus the verb to show purpose. Cuando nosotros queremos expresar algún propósito, también vamos a utilizar el infinitivo. Vamos a verlo en estos casos. She travels to Cali to visit her grandmother. You read a lot of books to write an essay. Ella viaja a Cali para visitar a su abuela. Ese es el propósito que tiene ella. And in this case, you read a lot of books to write an essay. For example, when you are working, when you are studying, you say, I study English to learn a new language, or I study English to be promoted to the next level or to graduate. Yeah, it depends according to the objective we have in our lives. But that is the third use according to this topic. Perfect. Modal verbs. For these modal verbs, we have might, may, will, probably, should, have might, have must, and have to. Ok. All of them are modal verbs. Entonces vamos a cambiar ahora un poco la secuencia. Ya hablamos de gerundios e infinitivos. Hablamos de los usos que tenemos. Entonces, si ustedes están conectados, los invito a que participen si tienen alguna pregunta o pueden hacer algún ejemplo respecto al tema. So, I'm going to go back here. Okay, guys, so let's continue. Right here, what we have. So, well, this one is a chart according to different modal verbs you can use in case you need them or in case you want to. So in this regard, what is going to be the idea according to that? So we are going to see what we have right there. This one is a little bit weird. No, where, no, it's not working. Let's see. Sorry about it. Okay, where we have the model, the examples, and the uses. When we have this part, what is like the request according to it? When we use the modal verb can, it's because we want to express like an ability, a suggestion, or a request. It depends according to the use of the connotation we want to make, right? So in this one, as you can see right here, let's see. All right. So here, all right. Ability. He can find any street in London, right? So this one there is going to be like the ability this person has according to this action. He can swim very fast. He can learn how to cook quickly. You can take a taxi. It's a just suggestion, right? You go to a place and a person says, okay, so you can do it. You can take a taxi, you can take a bus because you really want to visit any relative at somebody. And this one is a request. Can you take me to Victoria Station? Can you do it for me? Can you listen to me while speaking? All of them are requests according to the action that you really want to express. Be able to. What is the meaning of be able to? Ser capaz de. He's able to find any street in London. Is one ability, right? He has the capacity to do it. Él tiene la habilidad, él tiene la capacidad de hacer ciertas cosas. Or he is able to learn English. He's able to study French, right? He's able to drive. Can't. That story can't be true. Certainty that something is impossible, right? You're pretty sure that it is not possible to do this action, or that story is just like an imaginary situation that one person is relating, right? May. Possibility, formal request, permission. It may be quicker to travel by train. May I come in? In this part is a possibility. I could say that it may rain this afternoon. I'm not pretty sure that it is going to happen, but it's just one of the possibilities. May I come in is a permission, or may I go to the bathroom? May I listen to this song while working? Okay. Might. It might be quicker to travel by train. Another possibility. It might rain this afternoon. Like both of them are possible in this context. Entonces, como vemos acá, tanto el may como el might, uno de sus usos es que habla de posibilidades, right? La diferencia, tenemos acá el formal request or permission, que tenemos con el may, a diferencia del might, just only for possibilities. Must, when we express an obligation about something, you must be back at 10 o'clock. It is like an obligation. Look at the snow, it must be cold outside. Certainty that something is true. Acá tenemos que nosotros estamos seguros de lo que estamos diciendo en relación con esa situación que es a la cual nos estamos refiriendo. En la primera es una obligación. You must study for the test. You must work, right? All of them are just like in this way. Algo que tenemos hasta acá hasta el momento, como hemos visto en la mayoría de los casos, es que luego del verbo modal vamos a colocar el verbo directamente. Bueno, en el can lo tenemos así. En el able siempre debe seguir por un infinitivo, como ya lo vimos en el caso del to y el find. Here is the verb, could verb, right here, may and might. Okay, let's continue. Have to. This one have to be followed by an infinitive. You have to be back at 10 o'clock is an obligation. Tanto el must como el have to demuestran un cierto grado de obligación. El need to, tú necesitas. También es un tipo de obligación, but this one is more referring, for example, like a close person that is going to give you a suggestion, but this person is not only saying, I think that you should do this and this and that, but you need to study a lot if you really want to approve the test, right? It depends. And needed, which is according to lack of obligation. Hace una, digamos que aquí se muestra que no es necesario hacer este tipo de actividad. You need not have an university degree. It's not necessary to do it. You mustn't drive without a license. Prohibition, right? You don't have to. You don't have to call a taxi. Lack of obligation. You should drive more carefully, opinion or advice, and you ought to drive more carefully, opinion or advice. Okay. Entonces, como vemos, tenemos tanto para el should como para el ought to, que hacen referencia a una opinión o un consejo. Tenemos acá el uso de cada uno de los verbos modales que habíamos mencionado anteriormente en la forma negativa, forma presente. Entonces, es muy importante que ustedes miren esos ejemplos para que sepan la gramática que deben utilizar dentro de cada uno de ellos. Okay, perfect. Any questions? Sorry if you have any to tell me so you can do it. Let's continue. The use of might and may. The use of the modal verb might and the use of the modal verb may. For very polite requests, to make a polite request, and we are not sure about something and we are may not or for a refusal it emphatic. When we talk about this use of may and might, we were mentioning like this information before. Very polite requests and to make polite requests. Might I ask you a question? Might we just interrupt for a moment? May I borrow the car tomorrow? May we come a bit later? Entonces tenemos el uso de esos dos verbos modales, podrías o podría, right? When we are not sure about something, I might see you tomorrow. Yo podría verte mañana. No estamos seguros de que esa situación va a ocurrir, podemos utilizar este verbo modal. You may not, yes, there is like a refusal. We aren't, or yeah, maybe we can say that we don't agree with that situation. It looks nice, but it might be very expensive. You may not borrow the car until you can be more careful with it. It's quite bright. It might not rain today. Okay. The use of the modal verb could have, the use of the modal verb should have. Like those verbs are referring to not only like in the present form, but also a little bit, it's a little bit tricky to mention them Or it's going to be like an in a hypothetical situation. Yo pude haber hecho tal cosa, tú debiste haber, right? It means that something was possible in the past, or you had the ability to do something in the past, but that you didn't do it. Cuando nosotros nos arrepentimos de ciertas acciones que hicimos en nuestro pasado, podemos utilizar estos verbos modales. Yo pude haber ganado la carrera. They could have won the race, but they didn't try hard enough. So they didn't, or they weren't prepared about winning the race. That's why, so they wouldn't do it. I couldn't have arrived any earlier. There was a terrible traffic jam. It was impossible for me to have or to be on time. In this case, as you can see, I couldn't have arrived any earlier because I woke up late, for example. It means that something wasn't a good idea, but you didn't in any query. I should have studied harder. She should have gone to bed early. Ok, entonces ellos pudieron haber ganado la carrera, yo debí haber estudiado mucho más, ella debió y haberse ido a acostar más temprano. Okay, express an idea using a modal verb. Look at the following images. So the first images and the second word, what do you think about it? I'm going to go right here if you are connected so you can participate right now. I'm going to expect that all of you are right here. So let's see. Okay, I don't see anyone here, so you can just write a message for me. Okay, guys. For the first picture, it's going to be an expression idea using a modal verb. So what modal verb you can use? So you should have driven more carefully, for example, for this one. You can take a lot of medicine and rest, for instance. Okay. For this image where you can say, you can study harder to approve the test. You should be careful when using your laptop because now it's broken. Okay. Those slides are according to the explanation according to the different topics. Entonces recordemos que trabajamos al uso de los gerundios, de los infinitivos y de los verbos modales. Ahora vamos a pasar a mirar la descripción de la actividad que ustedes deben hacer entrega, que está disponible desde el día de hoy hasta el 27 de junio. So, what are the competences according to this activity? To make a promotion poster to encourage people to improve children's lifestyle. To generate better environments for children's psychological development through advices given in the poster. And use properly germs, models, and imperatives. Ustedes lo que van a hacer es, van a elaborar un póster donde ustedes animen a las personas a mejorar el estilo de vida de los niños, teniendo en cuenta las actividades que habíamos visto anteriormente, como la tecnología mm, ha de alguna manera provocado ciertos cambios del estilo de vida de los niños que en muchos de ellos no han tenido ciertas ventajas, sino que por lo contrario se han convertido de alguna manera en un percance. So, to generate better environments for children's psychological development through advices given in the poster. Lo que ustedes van a hacer es, para tratar de mejorar esos ambientes donde los niños generalmente están, teniendo en cuenta su desarrollo psicológico humano, van a utilizar los diferentes verbos modales dando consejos. ¿Ok? So use properly gerunds, modals and imperatives. Van a utilizar apropiadamente los gerundios, los modales y los imperativos. What do you have to do? Entonces, ¿qué tienen que hacer? Diseñar el poster, como lo había mencionado anteriormente. Van a utilizar o pueden hacer uso de las siguientes dos herramientas, Canva and Mailchimp, or another poster creator of your preference. Si ustedes tienen otro programa de creación de posters de su preferencia, también lo pueden hacer. You can consult our database using the keywords children development to have better ideas about advice you can give parents to facilitate their children's psychological development. Important, don't forget to write 10 sentences at least using the grammar topics explaining the Model 3, gerunds, models, and imperatives. All right. You should deliver the poster created with all the ideas. So there are the sources right here and the keywords. Recuerden que ustedes deben de enviar este póster, van a colocar allí el link en el momento en que vayan a hacer la entrega o lo pueden embeber, teniendo en cuenta la página, porque digamos que muchas veces cuando se embebe como tal el póster, luego en el momento en que yo voy a visualizar la actividad, no se puede realizar. Entonces, eh, digamos que de la manera más sencilla sería compartir el link una vez ustedes lo comparten y este público yo podría revisarlo. Ok. If you have any question, don't forget just to tell me. Well, no worry if you're right now, no, it's not connected. So that's why you're not participating in this video class. But I really invite you to share your ideas with your classmates according to the topics I'm explaining and let me know how was it. So this one is my email. If you heard any doubt, and this one there is the telephone number according to the language center. Okay, guys, that is all for today. Have a great day. And don't forget to study for the final test. No olviden, chicos, que para este tercer corte nosotros tenemos el examen final. Entonces, para que ustedes estén muy pendientes, revisen todos los temas que se han trabajado y asimismo pueden hacer la presentación en el tiempo correcto. Okay, that is all for today. Have a great day. So, bye bye. See you later.